So let me tell you a little bit about how I became the small biz lady. I started out my career in television production. I was very fortunate. I got my dream job when I was 23 years old. But let me tell you something. You got to be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. I got my dream job and I hated it. So I became an entrepreneur very young. I wish I known all the information that I'm sharing with you today because I learned everything I know about business the most expensive way you can learn it. So, what I'll tell you is along my journey, starting my first business as a video production company, eventually along the way, I became pregnant with my son. And at 32 years old, I got put on bed rest for 6 months. And let me tell you something, ladies, this was before Wi Fi, what it is today. So, when you got put on bed rest back in the day, all you got to do is go home and rest. But let me tell you, when I was home, I started thinking about all the expensive mistakes I had made in my business. I started writing down notes and thinking of, it was almost like the first time I ever stopped long enough to think about how my business operates versus just busy diving in and doing the work every day. And so at the end of that, I realized that I would have run my business better if I had had better advice. And I looked around, and at the time, there were people on TV giving financial information, like my friend Jean Chatsky. Susie Orman was out there giving financial advice, but there was nobody out there giving small business advice every day, and certainly not to women. So, you know what? I put myself in charge of ending small business failure. And that is how I became the small biz lady. And it all started, those notes I took while I was on bed rest, well, they eventually became my best selling book, Become Your Own Boss in 12 Months, which I'm proud to say has been in print nearly 10 years. So, what I will tell you is you never know how one experience can lead to the best opportunity of your life. Because now, as a small biz lady, I've had the opportunity to help millions of entrepreneurs and especially women business owners live their best life as an entrepreneur. And that's how I find myself here today, teaching you how to become your own boss.